This video is going to show you how to calculate the average daily balance for your credit card. This is needed because that is how your credit card calculates the amount of interest it charges you each month. And so we go ahead and start by filling out the following table here. The idea is this credit card statement shows you all the transactions you've made during the month, and it also tells you when you made them. And we're going to need both of those pieces of information in order to figure out what's going on. So the idea is you start out by saying, okay, on April 1st here, the previous balance is what's carried over. So at the beginning of the month, you are going to owe $284.79. Then on April 7th, you're going to make a payment of $90. So you take your $284.79, you subtract your $90 payment, and then we are going to get a new balance of $194.79. But we need to know how many days this balance held, right? It was $284.79. I want to know how many days that was. Well, that happened on April 1st, April 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and then if we go to 7th, we can say, wait a second, on the 7th, the balance actually changed. So it was no longer the same thing on the 7th. So only the ones before that would count. And there are 6 days here. So we put 6 on that number. Great. Now we go to the next one. So it started out, the next time we had $194.79. And then we made a purchase for $35.28. So we go ahead and add that in, and we're going to get a new balance of $230.07. I go ahead and put that into my thing up here. Let me actually change the color really quick though. Oops. Okay, so this one was $194.79. This one was $230.07. Again, we need to figure out how many days that was. So this time it was April 7th, 8th, 9th, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then not 15, because 15 is when it changed. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days here. One more transaction to worry about here. So let's go ahead and say, okay, it was $230. Then we spent another $12.36. This works out to be a total of $242.43. We also need to figure out how long that was. So that was from the 15th, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Not the 25th, because that's when it changes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 days there. And finally, we figure out the last ones, April 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30. That's 6 days. One thing you can do, you can go ahead and check whether this makes sense, whether you calculated it right, because the total number of days in April is 30, and 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 6 does give you 30, and so that matches up here in April. Okay, now once you've got this table, you have a bunch more work to do. That was just the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all these temporary calculations here. Don't need those yet. Okay. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to start by saying, okay, my first balance was $284.79. You multiply that by how many days there are. My next balance was $194.79 and how many days it was. My next balance was $230.07 times how many days it was. And the last balance was $242.43 times how many days it was. You go ahead and you multiply each one of these here. This is just something for you to do on your calculator. We get the following numbers here. Oops. Not a decimal point there. Okay, so it is 2,370 cents. And then we need, this one works out to be 1,558.32. And lastly, we get 170874. Okay, so all this work, then we add all that up in our calculator. We get 7,022.34. One last step to find the average daily balance. The average daily balance then is going to be whatever number we just got after all that hard work, divided by how many days in the month, which is 30. And this gives us an average balance of $234.08. Notice that never did we actually owe $234, right? We owed $284, $194, $230, $240. Never did it work out to be exactly this, but that's our average over the month. And you see it is kind of in between all the values we had there. The reason why we care about average daily balance is that's how they decide what your interest charge is going to be. So let's suppose that you have a credit card with a monthly interest rate of 2%. That would correspond to an APR of 24%, which is kind of normal for credit cards. 24%, 12 months, it's 2% per month. And then that means we would get the monthly interest charge by calculating the average daily balance times the monthly interest rate, 2%. That gives us $4.68. And finally, we can then calculate the new balance at the end of the month when they send you the new statement. It's your old balance plus the interest. So the old balance, and this is where we be careful, that's the balance right at the end of the month. Not any other time, just at the end of the month. So that's 242.43. Add on the 468, and we get the final balance here. Let's see here, 247.11. Okay, so that's how you calculate